Good morning and welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. Free NCAA basketball picks for Thursday, March 12th. If you are new to my channel, this is where I take free picks from the internet from 4 games that I showcase that I have interest in watching, and I take these picks from my favorite sports handicappers and I place them on the board. So you can go ahead and take a look at what the cappers are picking, and then you can go ahead and make your own determination, your own pick, and perhaps make your wager if you want. So that's the gist of capper comparisons. Let's talk about yesterday's old news. Yesterday I went 2-2. The first 12 o'clock game I had Clemson. They beat Miami 69-64. Took them. That was a victory. But then 5:30, Arizona beat Washington 77-70. I had Washington. 7 o'clock game, Georgetown lost to St. John's. I took St. John's. Score was St. John's 75, Georgetown 62. And finally, I lost. As a full capper consensus, everybody took Xavier, but they lost to DePaul 71-67. Congratulations, DePaul Blue Demons, for moving on in Big East tournament. Okay, now let's get on with today's games, because they start early. This Michigan Rutgers game starts at 12 o'clock. How exciting! Place a bet and enjoy lunch watching basketball. So I did yesterday, Clemson game. Actually, I put money on Weber State too, but Weber State did not come through. They lost to Sacramento State. But Clemson won. Anyway, starting to get off topic. Taking Michigan's Michigan is laying 3 points. Michigan's 19-12. Rutgers are 20-11. Okay. Taking Michigan in this game is from Tony's picks, Damian Sosh. Pick Dogs Mitch. And the Stat Salt, the Admiral. I was going to say the General. Admiral. And he's saying, that's all saying it's under 135. And over here we have taking Rutgers. We have from Bookie Blasters, Craig Trapp. And finally another guy, new guy, Kiev O'Neal. I saw him at Wager Talk, on the Wager Talk show with the beautiful Minty Betts from Wager Talk. She's the host. But anyway, Kiev O'Neal is taking Michigan, and he's scoring the game 72-66. That would be over the 135. Okay, and that's 4 picks for Michigan. Only Craig Trapp taking Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As most of you, as my viewers know, I've been riding this Scarlet Knight train as much as I could this season. I'm a fan of Rutgers. If you do watch the program, you know I have 2 cousins that go to school in Rutgers. So I'm taking Rutgers against the Capper majority. Call me crazy, I don't care. Moving on, I'm going to be watching that game at lunchtime. That's 12 o'clock. So if you'd like to watch the game with me, I'll probably be at Partners Pub in Johnstown. Anyway, 2:30 game, Butler versus Providence. This is going to be a good one. Butler's 19-12 on the season. Providence 22-9. Butler's favorite, and they're laying 1.5 points. Okay. taking Butler. Pick dogs, Mitch. He was adamant. He said, doesn't matter. You do not bet against Butler. Otherwise, you're going to lose. So he's strong on Butler. And Stat Salt, no author, is also taking Butler, and they're saying it's going to go under the projected 130 points. Taking Providence from Tony's picks, Damian Sash. And who else we got? Oh, Wager Talk had two guys discussing this game, and they were from Wager Talk. Teddy Covers, he's the thin guy, looks like a scientist, really looks very smart. Teddy Covers and Wager Talk, Drew Martin, he's on there all the time too. I like Wager Talk. It's a good show. They discuss, both teams. They get right into it. Unfortunately, what I don't like, it's like 35 minutes sometimes, unless you get right to the game. But if they do a whole basketball like this takes me like 20 minutes unless I'm in a rush. Picks and parlays, David, single name only. He's scoring the game 71 to 67. That's 138. That's over. Stat Salt saying under. Picks and parlays is saying over the 130. Okay. Now, so we got 4 cappers taking Providence and 2 taking Butler. Providence has the top-ranked defense in the Big East, and I like Providence. I like them to go far this year. I love the Big East, and the Friars, and what's their coach name, Cooley? I think they've been on a streak. I don't want to talk out my ass, but I think they're on a 6-game win streak. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. A lot of basketball through my head at night and in the morning. So anyway, I'm taking Providence on that game. Okay, coming over here, we got 8 o'clock. We have Temple versus SMU, Southern Methodist University. I'm taking Temple. His pick dogs, Mitch. And that's just about it. Everybody else taken SMU. On Wager Talk, they had a guy named Ralph Michaels. Well, he's a regular on the show too. They have their, like I said, Picks and Parlays has their fleet of cappers. Wager Talk has theirs. Picks and Parlays and Bookie Blasters, they got like 35 of them or something, 34, 35. Wager Talk, they've got like less. They got, I want to say about 10, maybe, but you can pay any of them, of course. Pay any of them for picks. This show is comprised only of free picks that you can get off the internet. I do pay for picks for hockey. I do not pay for picks for college basketball yet. Anyway, Ralph Michaels, Stat Salt is saying SMU, and they're saying under 134.5. Sports Chat Place, Randy Chambers. You hear his name all the time. I use him. And Odd Shark. I was kind of in a hurry. I just saw their thing. Odd Shark, and Odd Shark is saying under. So we have Odd Shark saying under, Stat Salt saying under, and I got a couple chime-ins. Wager Talk, Ralph Michaels. I don't know if it was about Ralph Michaels. He was on the show with Drew Martin too, but one of them said under. Okay, so we got Wager Talk under, Sports Salt under, Odd Shark under, and Winners and Whiners. He didn't take a side, but Blake V from Winners and Whiners also chimed in with the under. So that's 4. This is kind of rare. 4 picks, capper picks to saying under. I gotta go definitely with the under, taking the under, and I am a Temple fan, but SMU, I mean, they're just, what I learned from Ralph Michaels on Wager Talk, SMU has 4 players scoring double digits in their games. And Temple is on a 4, they came into this losing their last 4 games, right? Last 5. They've lost 5 straight. I usually like the Temple Owls, but, oh, what's the spread here? I didn't even write it down. SMU's got to cover 3.5. Okay, they shouldn't have a problem with that, having 4 players scoring in double digits. So I'm taking SMU, and you know, SMU plays at a very slow pace, and I believe, and Temple's pace is slow too. Well, they've been on 5-game skid, but anyway, that's why everybody I think is taking under. So take SMU to cover 3.5 and the under. Finally, last game I'm showcasing. We got East Carolina University as Eastern or East, doesn't matter, ECU, the Pirates of ECU at 10 o'clock. They're taking on, 10 o'clock Eastern time, they're taking on the Memphis Tigers. You know what I think about those guys, Penny Hardaway and Precious Achiuwa, Precious Achiuwa, the forward over at Memphis. He's one of my favorite players, just because I like the name. Okay, taking Memphis, we got Pick Dogs Mitch, and Winners and Whiners, Blake V, Stat Salt, and Picks and Parlays Jim. He's scoring the game 79-64. Single name only over at Picks and Parlays, unless you're great. And finally, Sports Chat Place, Andrew Jett, also taking Memphis. You know what that means, people? Ponk, ponk. It's a full capper consensus. Full capper consensus. I'm doing this for the clickbait, for the thumbnail. Anyway, full capper consensus. Everybody's taking Memphis, and so am I, because of Penny Hardaway and Precious Achiuwa. We have a whole bunch over here too. I don't know, tournament time, everybody seems to like go take over-unders. Not everybody, but a lot of cappers, a lot of them prefer taking the totals over the sides, which I think is just crazy. But here we go. This is going to be a little thing on its own. Winners and Whiners chimed in. Blake, was it Blake V? Yeah, Blake V said it's going under. Odd Shark did not have a prediction of the side this morning, but they did have a prediction on under. Stat Salt, under. And finally, Jim here with his score 76-64, that would be over the 138. So 3 picks on the under, 1 from a single first name only Jim over at Picks Parlays. I'm safely going to take the under on that game. So let's recap. I have Rutgers at 12 o'clock. You can join me at Partners to watch this game. They have 3 points in their back pocket. They're going to upset all these guys. Everybody taking Michigan. I'm sorry, Wolverines, but Scarlet Knights, this is their year. Providence, I got them. They also have a 1.5 coming into the game, and I got them beating Butler. That's going to be a great one to watch too, man. All these are good games. Look, each one of them. Oh, what's the? Ooh, this one might change things. Memphis giving up 10.5 whopping points against ECU. But all these people knew that. All these cappers knew, and they still are going with Memphis to cover that 10.5. Where was I? Oh, SMU. Unfortunately, the Owls, you know, I like the Owls, but I gotta be a capper before I'm a fan. Take SMU and take the overwhelming choice of under the 134.5 on that game. The guy from Wager Talks, now I know it was Drew Martin. Drew Martin from Wager Talks, he said he did the math before that totaling came out, and he was at 133. This 134.5, I did write it down this morning, but it was at 138. So anyway, SMU and the under in that 8 o'clock game. And finally, take Memphis to cover 10.5 whopping points over ECU, because, you know, ECU's 11-20. They did have a couple good wins against some good teams this year, and they were decent against the spread. That's what kind of scares me with that 10.5. But this is tournament play now, and Memphis, you know, they're all gears. Memphis to cover and the under 138 on that game. Okay, there you have it. Oh, thanks for bearing with me this morning. It's been a rough morning. I woke up kind of late and groggy. I'm still groggy. Head's all funky. Haven't had coffee. But thanks for watching. Gather your info. Place your bets and cash those tickets. I'll see you after work for a little bit of hockey action. Don't fear the coronavirus. I know, like the Utah Jazz now are quarantined. The whole thing with Nebraska, that the coach there, Hobie or whatever, he doesn't have coronavirus. It was just a common cold. He looked like shit on the bench. That's why they quarantined all the Nebraska team. But they're out now. I think they lost anyway. Indiana's moving on. So anyway, let's just, hopefully the warmer spring weather and everything, the coronavirus will die. They have postponed, they've cut off a lot of sporting events, canceled a lot of shit, and that's really bugging me, but that's out of my control. Nothing I can do about it. Let's just hope there's a baseball season this year. And I don't know. Thanks for watching. Place your bets. Good luck on those bets, and I'll see you next episode. Be sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and the bell, because I do these videos twice a day. And come on, I'm getting kind of, I'm warming up to you, huh? All right, thanks. Good luck.